Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're new here, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you get a notification whenever we post a new video, and also like, share and comment. So let's get started. So this video is specific, okay, not specifically, it's I made this video because I wanted to talk to couples who would like to come to go abroad, who would like to live to maybe let me just say to relocate, because I have seen this as one of the biggest problems that couples face when they are, especially when you're coming from Africa, going Europe, going America. There is this common problem that is always happening to couples, and it's like whenever I hear this conversation, I haven't yet had someone or a group of people that said something that I could really relate with. And for me, this is from my own experience, like relocating from Africa coming to Europe was like one of the biggest challenges that me and my husband ever had to face in our marital life. Like, it was the biggest challenge for us, and I feel like if I had someone like give me the insight before like making this move, maybe we both would have done everything in a very different way. But unfortunately we couldn't, and it's like for us it was just this excitement, like, oh my god, we're moving. And especially like for us, I would say it was not the push of saying, oh, we are running away from poverty, or we are running away from anything. It was not like that. Of course, we were in Zimbabwe. It's not like we were living like a very luxurious life, but we were comfortable. We could afford to pay our rent, have our decent meal, like we were living a decent life. And moving to Europe was one of the most challenging things, because we didn't prepare our minds, we didn't prepare ourselves for what was coming. Why? Because we didn't know what was coming. Like for us, it was just the excitement of saying, wow, we are going to Europe. And we just looked at all the good things that could come with moving to Europe, and we didn't have time to sit down and talk about what could go wrong, and we didn't think that anything could go wrong. And that was the first biggest mistake. Like, you have to know that a lot of things can go wrong when you move to Europe, or when you, like, I'm going to maybe be talking more about Europe because that's where I am, and that's where I really have more experience. So it's not like everything is going to change for the better. It's like, this is especially if you know that right now you are comfortable. It's not like you are sleeping without food, or you are staying under the bridge. As long as wherever you are comfortable, you have a home, you have food, you can afford to live a decent life. You have to know that moving to Europe is not like it's gonna change like boom, and then everything is just perfect. So you have to know that a lot of things can go wrong when you move. And the most important thing that you really have to talk about is about your careers. This is one of the most difficult challenges that I have seen that we as a couple faced, and I have still seen a lot of couples still facing this same problem. And the most devastating thing is that no one is prepared. Like, whenever anyone is coming, like, because when you are back home, you are in your comfort zone, and you have already chosen your career path, that you feel like this is what you want to do, this is what you love, and you just want to spend the rest of your life doing that thing, right? And moving to Europe now, a lot of things can change when you move here, especially how you are being treated as a professional person. Because I have seen people who were doing jobs like managers, accountants, engineers, all those kinds of jobs. When they moved here, it became so difficult for them to just get into the system and just continue doing whatever that they were doing when they were back home. So now this is where the challenge comes. Like, for someone to now change and say, I've been a manager, or I've been an engineer, and now because I am here and the people here don't seem to recognize whatever qualification that I have, now I have to, like, do something that I don't love, something that I never imagined myself doing. So that will be like the biggest challenge. So because if you speak to anyone who is in Europe, they will always tell you things like, you can never work in an office in Europe. You can never do any kind of important job. Like, I don't know whether this is the right way to say it, like important, because I think every job is important. But it's like everyone is always just telling you that you cannot do what you want. Like, there's a certain way that you're supposed to follow, and if you do not follow that way, then it means you're never going to make it in Europe. And the only way that everyone is going to be telling you to follow is to do the care business. Or the care work is to maybe do a nursing job, work in a care home. And this is something that I've seen it being so hard on a lot of people. Because why? No one told them this statement when they were still back home. So when they were still back home, they were busy planning, when I get there, I'm going to be applying for my engineering job, I'm going to be applying for my managerial, accounting, whatever job. And then when you get here, you hear that you can't do that. And now the problem will come, because money is important. Like, for a relation, like, truth be told, like, for a relationship to be interesting, you need money. Like, we cannot run away from that fact. If there's no money in a relationship, like, that relationship, you will be fighting every day because of money. So now the problem will come now, because you are now supposed to do something that you do not want, like something that you feel like, okay, I'm now degrading. Like, this is how you'll be feeling, like, I'm now degrading myself. Imagine someone who was a manager of whatever department of what coming here, and then you're told, like, you have to go clean in a hotel, or you have to go, do some job that you never dreamt of doing in your life. So this is something that I personally, I am not going to tell you what to do, but it's just some reality that you have to know before you move. You have to know that when you come here, it's not like all the doors are gonna be open, like, voila, come in, we're gonna give you a managerial job, voila, come in, you can just go and do your engineering there. It's not gonna be like that. And you are going to meet with a lot of people who are going to tell you that it's not possible, you can't do it here. And it's gonna be up to you to know what you want and how you're going to do it. So I think the most important thing that I would tell everyone and every couple that wants to move. Just do your research. If you are doing a certain kind of job, just, make calls, send emails, ask questions, and know how you are going to get into the system with whatever qualification that you have, so that you don't get surprised when you come here and then you hear that you cannot do what you want to do. So, like I said, this is one of the most difficult challenges that couples have to face when they come here. And if you are not careful as a couple, this problem can actually break your marriage, and it can cause a lot of problems, because I've seen some people ending up taking too long than expected to like settle in, because they take too long to realize the truth, and in the end they'll see that they have wasted so much time just trying to, you know do things the completely in the completely wrong way. So fortunately for us, okay, of course it was a big problem that we had to face, but we thank God that at this point, of course, we still have other problems, but that problem we managed to be able to settle it between ourselves. And I am going to tell you in the next video how we managed to solve this problem, and settle in, and ending up everyone doing what they feel like was best for them and also for the family. We, of course, we had, all of us, we had to make like compromises, but we also had to bear in mind that it's not all about the money. Money is important, but at the end of the day, your happiness is what really matters. So as much as we needed the money, we also had to consider each other's feelings, and I think that is a story for another video. And thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, go ahead and share it to your friends, share with your family, and also don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell, so that you get a notification whenever we post another informative one. And comment, like, and share. So see you next time.